Star Wars is the hot jam we've been discussing.
Yeah.
We're both really hooked on Star Wars Battlefront. I rolled out of bed this morning, made coffee, and started playing it.
Me too.
I don't usually play games before work, but Battlefront definitely scratches that itch of like, hey, I'm just gonna pick it up and shoot stuff and put it back down again. We found out that more people are playing on PS4 than on PC and Xbox One combined.
That's right. There's a site called Player Stats Network. It's swbstats.com. Currently online players, PC 20,000, Xbox One 42,000, PS4 90,000. Total 154,000 people are playing right now concurrently. And it's a weird, it's kind of an interesting stat. Obviously, Battlefront partnered with PlayStation very specifically for a frontward-facing campaign. There was that's my Yoshi you threw on.
We're talking about Star Wars.
I'm not gonna throw your.
Yeah, because he's in the game.
You want me to put Wolverine on the floor? He's not in the film.
do that.
There we go. So obviously there was a Battlefront PS4 with Darth Vader on it and the awesome controller and stuff like that. And Microsoft was a little left out of this, so they tweeted out pictures of their controllers being like, pick a side, light side or dark side, but with no actual alignment to this game. But of course, this game's awesome. Max and I love it. A lot of people are really into it right now. A lot of people hate it because it says EA on the box, but get over it. This represents a very interesting turning point to me, specifically as a guy that A, doesn't play a lot of shooters, but B, that has spent the last 10 years, as I'm sure you have, watching the online shooter community live and breathe on PCs and Xbox. And that is moving. That is 100% moving.
Does this tell us about, like, we're both, like you said, we're both kind of not really multiplayer dudes, and we're playing on PS4, and it's like, is PS4 the mainstream casual console, and is this the kind of the casual shooter?
Yeah. I think it is, and we've talked about this in the past about how casual is not necessarily a bad word. I consider this game to be an arcade shooter. When you walk around, there are giant power-ups that you can pick up. There's hearts in the corner. Look at that thing. I mean, this is an arcade game, and that's okay. And so a lot of the sort of hardcore shooter community is coming into it with the perspective that it's not what they want it to be. And that's okay too. I think that it's all right to have all those different things. But there was a specific turning point in the last few years where PS4 became the lead console and Sony became the best-selling video game platform in the world. And the online first-person shooter market has moved directly onto PS4. And that's a kind of fascinating thing to watch because it reminds me that, as we've all learned in the history of the video game industry, no one really has allegiance to anything. We are very fickle, fair-weather gamers. You know, we will move from console to console. You may grow up a Nintendo guy or a Sony guy, but if all your friends move in one direction, you're kind of going with them.
Yeah.
And this could change at any given moment. I mean, a few years from now, Xbox 2 or whatever the hell they call it could come out. They could make a few moves that make everything change and make all the entire shooter community move over there. But for years, people played Call of Duty on Xbox, and now they're playing it on PS4, and they played Battlefield and Battlefront and stuff like that, and they're moving. All of these things are moving away from PC and Xbox One to PS4. And why that's important is because for something like this, when you jump on in the morning where historically there isn't a lot of people, you can connect in a match within seconds. And I'm reading people playing on PC and even Xbox One who are having kind of a struggle connecting with a match, whereas you can jump in 30 seconds, play a game, drink your coffee, kill a bunch of people, die a lot, because that's how this works, and then head off to work.